for you. So now our keynote speaker is Debbie Clay, and as I said, I don't have my contacts on, so I have my contacts, so I can't read the program, so you can read about her, but basically she's a survivor, she's a blogger, and she's soon to publish. So she'll be a published author. And if you want to find more about her, you can go to writer, W-R-I-T-E, writergirldreams.com, but she's going to speak on cancer survivorship and her journey.
There are moments in life when it feels as if the earth stops spinning. Moments when things slow down and get so hauntingly quiet, as if the universe knows something you don't and is holding its breath. There are moments in life when everything seems as it should, as it has always been. A lifetime of taking things for granted, believing you know how the story will go. It's that split second of human arrogance, believing we're in control. Right before a tornado decimates a neighborhood, an earthquake shakes out a city, reducing it to bricks and rubble, or a disease invades your body, like a cellular terrorist starting a civil war of your good cells against bad. Sometimes there are moments in your life when you whimper, this can't be happening. As if saying it will make go away what has already happened to you. It all started one morning in April of last year as I got out of the shower. I don't look at myself in the full length of the mirror very often. I usually focus on my face and hair, like a lot of women. The universe, or my angels, conspired that morning, though, that I took a good look. Hello girls. This is Flopsy, this is Moxie. Something was off. I noticed Flopsy was just not hanging like she used to. You've heard that joke, right? A couple of old ladies talking about their boobies, and one says, I used to be a 36D, but now I'm a 36 long. There was a very slight pucker in my left breast, almost negligible. Something was different, though. Let's look again. Mopsy, check. Flopsy, That's how it all started. Noticing a little something did not look right. I scheduled that year's mammogram right away. The same day as my mammogram, my primary care doctor called. Look, there's something we need to check out further. I've scheduled you for an ultrasound, scheduled you for an MRI. We hung up. I called her back. Doc, I can't stand this waiting. Is there anything else that they said? Tell me. She paused. Well, the radiologist said in his years of looking at mammogram films, he'll be very surprised if this is not cancer. I'll pray for you, Debbie. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. The C word. I thought, well, that's got to be pretty bad when your doctor says, I'll pray for you. Panic. Panic. Shh. I hear a voice say, shh. I get all kinds of prayers. I focused on white light. I tried to bargain with God and my boobs. Please, not breast cancer. I'll do right. I'll take better care of me. I'll get serious about my health. But I reassured myself, stop worrying till you have something to worry about. You know, like when you're little and your dad says for the millionth time to your brother, don't cry or I'll give you something to cry about. It would be another 2 weeks of diagnostics before I did get something to cry about. But I already knew. The little voice told me. On April 21st, 2010, I was diagnosed with stage 3 invasive lobular carcinoma in my left breast, FLOPSI. The tumor was big, 5 centimeters, and from what they could tell, spread out across the left side of my breast like a comet. It had gone undiagnosed in previous mammograms. Why me? What did I do wrong? This can't be right. I've always been a healthy person, and a lot of the things I already did were things that they say reduce your breast cancer risk. Like, I drink green tea. I do yoga. I drink soy milk. I breastfed both my boys and one husband. Except to have my kids. I don't even get cavities. This can't be happening. I'm a nice person. I'm conscientious. I vote. This can't be happening. Not to me. I had a lot of misconceptions about cancer and who gets breast cancer until I was diagnosed. I never knew that the two greatest risks for breast cancer are just being a woman and growing older. Great. I never knew that all women can get breast cancer, even those who have no family history. I never knew that not all breast cancers appear in the form of a lump. All the years I faithfully did breast exams and I was searching for a pea or a kumquat or a golf ball, I never realized there are some types of breast cancer tumors that are more like a web and feel more like a hardening in the breast. I never knew there are some types of breast cancer that a mammogram doesn't pick up till the tumor's large. I never knew things like an itchy breast or dimpling on your breast, maybe a sign of breast cancer. I never knew that you might reduce your chances of breast cancer by exercising, maintaining a healthy weight, and limiting how much alcohol you drink. Oh, geez. I never knew that some types of breast cancer use estrogen as fuel. And I got plenty of estrogen. I did. Nobody and nothing can ever prepare you to hear the words, you have cancer. It became my new 4-letter word with 6 letters. Cancer. I have cancer. I used to be one of them, the healthy people. Now I'm one of them, the sick people. The more informed I got about breast cancer and the growing number of Americans diagnosed with cancer in our country every year, the more I realized the why me is really why not me. I'd like to take a minute to tell you about my credentials, why I was asked to speak to you today. I am not a professional speaker, so pardon when I read from my speech. I need a teleprompter like Oprah. I didn't win American Idol or Dancing with the Stars. I've never won a gold medal. Never been on a reality TV show. I'm not the next great Food Network star. I'm a wife and a mother and I work as a server in a great Napa restaurant. I didn't win Survivor, but just like you, I should have. Because those folks have no idea the gauntlet we go through. It makes their stuff look like recess at kindergarten. We survive one challenge after the other, way more difficult than anything they could ever make up, and we were never once guaranteed immunity. So here's my credentials. I survived hearing the words, "You have breast cancer, Debbie." I survived having to look at my kids in the eye and tell them, "Mom has cancer." I survived having to tell my family and friends and co-workers. I survived 5 months of chemo. I survived a bilateral mastectomy and removal of lymph nodes under my left arm. I survived almost 7 weeks of radiation. I survived the collateral damage of chemo, the stuff I live with now that never went away, as talked about earlier, peripheral neuropathy in my hands and right foot, and the tightness and numbness throughout my left arm and chest wall from having lymph nodes removed and weeks of radiation. I survived being in the most pain I've ever been in, the sickest I've ever been, the saddest I've ever been, the scaredest. I survived the biggest challenge of my life and had my endurance, hopefulness, and faith tested beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I survived living with what I thought I could not live without. I know I'm probably preaching to the choir right now. My name is Debbie Clay, and I'm a breast cancer survivor.